She's coming with the bike.
Okay, we're live now. Can we check once on YouTube if we're live?
I don't think so.
No?
Yes.
Cool. How many people are watching us? Okay, shall we start? Surya, Mudit.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, hello everyone. We are back again with our new AMA session. I guess we did it in September or August last time, the AMA session we did. August it was. Yeah, we took a break in the month of September and we heard people saying like when is the next AMA happening? So we thought like this is a perfect time to do an AMA also because it's a festive season in India and we thought of like wishing everyone also like happy Diwali from Drife team. For who don't know what Diwali is one of the biggest festival in India and it's celebrated across India. We also had a celebration in our office, and towards the end, we'll also show you the Diwali celebration at Drive office. So yeah, everyone who has joined, thank you for joining in, and everyone who's gonna watch it later. We follow the same pattern of how we go. We give you guys update, and then we take questions. So I guess so far so good. We are doing good in terms of the operations that we are doing in Bangalore. There are new features that have came on. Apart from that, we got like 100,000 plus downloads alone in Google Play Store. I guess together on Play Store and App Store, we have around 125K plus downloads. And in the last month, we saw more than 40,000 active users in the platform, which is really good. We are getting a lot of recognition. You might have seen a mention also, Drive being mentioned by a few people in big news also. So yeah, I don't have much. I will let Mudit and Surya to talk more about update on their end. So yeah, Mudit and Surya, up to you now.
Okay. I'll quickly give the operations update for last couple of months. Maybe in the month of August, things went pretty well on our side, but September, there are floods and many other
Yeah.
unfortunate circumstances. Go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly. I guess we also mentioned about that, how we took care of all the situation. We were actually trying to map drivers and riders directly with each other and helping
Mhm.
people move. So I guess that was a very nice experience. A lot of bad times teaches you how to deal with certain stuff that you don't expect.
So people, whoever, it's not about at those particular 10 days, it's not about who, like be it in operations team, be it in tech, whoever speaks Kannada and whoever can able to communicate with the driver, all of them came together, stepped up and tried to make sure every rider who got stuck and booked Drive and got stuck got a safe ride back home. So we consider it a sense of achievement, towards many perspectives. One of them is like mostly human perspective too. Yeah. So talking about August, I think.
I think people are asking us about flood. So we had massive rains and probably cyclone.
Yeah,
we had some cloudburst, cyclone, and a lot of things contributed to major floods across the entire city. The city of Bangalore was sort of somewhat submerged up to knee length, waist length, a lot of parts of the city, and this happened across I think a few days.
It went on for at least 10 days. I mean, the water clogging was there for a good 10-day period, and things were pretty bad. But
the locomotion was entirely stopped.
Totally stopped. Yeah. So
we
did our best.
We did our best to facilitate essentials and to help people move around.
Yeah. So as I see, we are talking about 1 lakh downloads overall. I just want to like mildly correct the number, saying by end of the August we hit 1 lakh downloads overall. But maybe we also said 1 lakh downloads in Play Store.
Play Store. Yeah, it was alone Play Store.
we have another 25,000 downloads already there in iOS, and the number is only increasing. And this 25,000 downloads, we haven't spent a penny to bring anyone. Like, this is purely word of mouth.
Organic, purely
Organic.
Yeah.
So,
Also, like we stopped a lot of marketing efforts in the month of September, looking at the condition, be it driver onboarding or rider onboarding. So all the users that we saw in that month was all organic users, and there were days where we saw a lot of ride requests coming in because of the whole desperation among users. But that also made them, find Drive, which is also good for us.
correct. And in the month of August, if I give you a precise number of riders, we got almost some 23,000 downloads only in the month of August. And the number has cut down to 60%, which is around 13,000 in the month of September because of whatsoever issues. So we could have been in a better situation. And talking about number of drivers, we have acquired 3,500 drivers in the month of August, and 2,000 odd drivers. I'm not exactly sure about the number in month of September, but we got 2,000 odd drivers in the month of September. So, and I think October is also pretty dull. I think October is pretty dull when it comes to number of driver downloads, because as we see, we have acquired one in every, I think, three drivers in Bangalore already, and we are working hard to make the number one in every two drivers. So this is how we motivate ourselves to, like, we got some 45,000 active down drivers running in Bangalore. As of now, the number is around 16 plus signed up, and whoever is ready to take rides. So it's more or less 1:3. So I want to make the number 1:2, possibly by end of this year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And talking about the number of rides, I think Firdosh will, as the conversation we go forward.
I think we can talk about it.
So, like, on an average, we were doing pretty good, some 650, 700 rides in the month of August, and we almost touched 1,000 good number of times. But I'm just giving an average number. But
Daily ride count.
Yeah, daily ride count per day, and the number has been pretty low for the month of September. And maybe we are back at it in October, and our aim is to finish 2,500 successful rides. Try to finish 2,500 plus successful rides only from Bangalore by end of this year. And as we move forward, we also talk about revenue generation plan, as well as Firdosh will talk about when are we going to start charging for drivers too.
Yeah. So quick updates from my side. We spent time in a couple of major features that we rolled out. We rolled out bikes. A lot of community members wanted us to do bike, so we onboarded a lot of bikes. It is in beta, but Firdosh keeps taking
we
bikes.
restricted to a small number of places.
Yeah, it's a 5 kilometer radius around our office. If you are there and booking a ride around that location, you'll see bike as an option. We wanted to test that as a feature before we, fully make it operational. So only if you're booking a ride in and around Drife office is when you see bike as an option to book. And
so we did
yeah,
bike.
I guess that we took it from the community, and it's like, we spoke about it and like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, thank you guys for asking us to do it, and we did it.
Correct. And I was not pro towards this idea of going ahead with bike, but Firdosh persisted with this tries to stand with what community is all about, and I think she might have seen something which both of us might not have, and I think she is right. Yeah.
So yeah, one of the features we did was bike. Other than that, we did a feature that was pay during rides. So we saw a lot of rides with online payment not being fulfilled. I mean, the payments not being fulfilled. So we converted that. We ensured that at the end, if you have an online ride, it automatically switches to a cash mode. So that is something we did. Apart from that, I think operationally we saw a lot of demand coming from the airports and to the airports. So especially from the airports, we saw a lot of demand. and we added a new feature which can let you, which basically demarcates a specific pickup pillar, a pillar in the pickup zone, right? And that is conveyed both to the driver and the rider. So to make the entire airport rides more seamless, so that is something that we rolled out, and we did some enhancements to the UI and some optimizations on the back end. So I think majorly we worked on these things.
Yeah. I guess apart from that, I guess we can also speak about you because, as Surya said, 1 in 3 drivers are already registered with Drive. They're onboarded with Drive as a platform. And that's when we said like Bangalore as a city has this whole issue with, supply being very low. And that's where we got bike onboarding started. And I guess now we're also starting to look at auto onboarding. Surya can throw more lights on that. And I guess, people keep asking about that also. And there was this major news about autos being banned by the government for other ride sharing companies, and that's where we also feel we being transparent and fair to the drivers specifically, it will make sense for us to come up with the auto onboarding. So that's something that we are working on. I guess we have the onboarding process in place already, and we'll now have onboarding started. I guess in a week or two we'll start with the onboarding process. So yeah, now we'll have 3 different categories very soon in Drive application to book a ride. Apart from that, I guess last time we spoke about subscription going live by October 15th, and that's where it was supposed to happen, but then we saw this whole festive mood coming at the same time, and that's where we said like, okay, we'll start it from November
Also,
1st instead of in the month of October.
I think because of the festive season, a lot of people that work here, a lot of passengers, customers, they went back home because a lot of people
Hmm.
working in Bangalore are not natively uh, Bangaloreans. So they went back home to different parts of the country. So the city is pretty empty as such, and because of which the demand is not as high. So if we start charging commissions, subscriptions now, it might
Yeah.
not make a good impression on the drivers.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
Let's go
much
to
from our
community
side. We
questions.
can, yeah.
I've got some community questions. Let's take those first. I see people posting questions on the chat. Guys, how we do it is we
Go ahead.
So we did
okay.
this distribution of sweeter drive, and this both boys are eating that all the time
We got
for
we
people
got
to know what these guys are doing.
we distributed Diwali sweets, and we are munching on those. So yeah, we got a lot of questions from the live chat, but I think we'll take the
We'll
community
take the community
questions.
questions
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
So the first question is: last couple of weeks we have observed participation in AMAs with other project crews, especially Web3 projects. What is your purpose in this? Will you continue to do so, especially with Indian project communities?
I think Firdosh is
Yeah,
the
so yeah, there is a reason we are doing it, and specifically with Indian community, Indian Web3 project, because a lot of community member, they have come from Bangalore as a city specifically. Bangalore is quite hot when it comes to Web3 in India, and that's where all those conversations started happening, because we'll be able to reach out to Web3 community specifically in Bangalore and actually India. For people to know more about us and get more excited about cities we are coming up. And we also get a lot of good response when we go to this Indian projects and speak about Drive. So yeah, if at all, any such proposal comes in place, we try to do that. We are also working on some, I guess, events that's coming in India, specifically Web3 event that is supposed to happen in November or December, and you will see us being part of that. So yeah, we want to have a stronghold specifically in India because it's our home ground, and I think we being Drive being mm, important Web3 project in India. So it's important for a lot of people to know about us specifically in Bangalore and in India.
Okay, awesome. And we'll continue to do this. I mean,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. We will.
So second is any update on opening a new single-sided staking pool? I will give you an update there. We are working on actually releasing a new LP staking pool soon. That is what we've been discussing internally, and the news should be out soon with the exact APY rewards and things like that. So yeah, we'll be we will be hearing news on fundraising soon? That's a question.
So
Will we
yeah,
be hearing?
I hope so. Yes. There's something that I would like to share with the community here, and I guess we were having this internal discussion also. Like a lot of time when and specifically this is about who leads the round, who comes on board, and that's where we want to be very sure and very selective about who leads the round and who comes on board in the board seat as well, because Drive being a alternative to a Web2 projects that already exist, specifically Uber, Ola, and others, and everybody have seen them going in a certain set pattern. A lot of time we see VCs coming on board asking us to, follow the same process of going ahead, and that's where we feel we will dilute the whole vision of what Drive is. And we don't want to do that. At the end of the day, we don't want to be just another ride-sharing platform. We want to be Drive, and that's why we are being a little selective about who comes on board and who doesn't, because we don't want someone to come at this early stage and tweak the whole vision of Drive. So that's where we stand as of now.
Yeah. Okay. Does the team still need to sell more TRF tokens in the near future to sustain operations pending completion of fundraising activities? So
No.
post fundraising. Okay. Any update on expansion plans for the next city
Okay.
and or start of first franchisee?
Okay, start of first franchisee. I think it's more in Firdosh's hands than mine and Mudit. But talking about franchisee plus expansion, we are closely looking at one tier one city and three tier two cities. Tier one city is like maybe from past 4 5 months in every AMA we are talking about the opening up to Hyderabad because there is a lot of potential, and most of the tech community have moved to Hyderabad, and we wanted to expand there. Plus the couple of other cities which will be Mysore, which is like 200 kilometers away from, not even 200, sorry, 150 kilometers away from Bangalore and Mangalore, as well as Vijayawada. So these three tier two cities which have the lot of cab usage, but
No good.
yeah. So I think we have to go there, and the plan and everything is set. Maybe very soon by next AMA, you will update you about the plan of action.
Yeah, and I can
yeah.
see these guys working on the entire, structuring the franchisee part, and because I think this is the first franchisee ever, in my opinion, that is a franchisee that uses Web3 tech and that uses, an NFT based model. So the entire logistics are a bit interesting. So I think
Yeah.
I can see them working.
Possibly by next AMA, we'll be revealing the city name. Like I told you X cities, so we'll be telling you the correct name.
Did Drive start collecting payments from drivers? I think we covered
I
that.
think Firdosh
We,
covered.
we covered it.
Any updates, ideas surrounding Drive's entry into the metaverse?
I guess this is a question we keep hearing, every AMA where people want to know about our idea of going to metaverse. And initially I thought of, like, okay, it's just another, hype about, okay, let's do a metaverse because everybody's doing that. But then Surya told me this, like, if we are in the real world, we should be in the metaverse. If not us, then who? And that's where we started working on, although we did few partnerships in the past but never took that ahead. But yeah, there's something for sure that we are working on, and very soon you guys will get to know about our approach to metaverse.
So I just want to tell the name. We call the whole game of Drive in real universe and Drive in metaverse called as Drive Force. So
How original.
it's a no-brainer. And the names and every other thing, Firdosh will take it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, there is an update. You guys will know about it very soon.
When can we expect to receive more information on the DAO?
So there's a partnership that we are working on. We'll very soon announce that, because at the end of the day, the kind of DAO that we are creating is again a real world implication that it will have. And the experts in that DAO space we are speaking with, and they are also mind blown with how this DAO can actually be the biggest DAO. So we were actually talking to the biggest DAO, platform they have, and they have like only 320K user. That's the maximum participation people have seen, and we can see that only with one city DAO that Drive will have. So that's a different kind of engagement we are expecting, a different kind of whole ecosystem that we are building. So we are working with a few experts already. They're like to and fro conversation already happening. It just there's a blog also that we are releasing about how Drive DAO will exist, different level of DAO that will exist, that you will see very.
Wait.
Did you guys lose me?
Yes, Firdosh. Yeah. I think
Okay.
bad internet from our side. Can you go back and rewind
Yeah,
again?
so I was just said, yeah, as I said, there's a lot that's happening on the DAO front. We have a team who's specifically working on the whole DAO structure, how things will look like. And I guess there's a blog post that is coming, I guess, this week about the whole DAO structure, how it will exist, and how it will, different level of DAO that will exist. So there's not going to be a one single DAO. There are levels of DAO that will exist in Drive ecosystem. So that blog will be released this week.
Yeah, we've come up with a composite DAO structure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's more or less all the questions. Okay, we've got two more questions. And there is one request for Surya that you need to show the community the DRF token.
I'll do
again.
that at the end.
Yeah, I think we got two more questions from the Portuguese community. One is, are bikes going to pay the same amount as cars to use the app? No, they're not. They're going to pay
No.
lesser. And second is, how much are they going to pay for the apps in October? Nothing, because as of now in October it's free. Okay. So yeah, let's take the questions from the community. I see Bhavesh Agarwal eagerly waiting and asking a lot of questions. Bhavesh, you share your name with a dear friend of ours. Okay, so Bhavesh has a lot of questions, Surya. I think a lot of them are for you.
Yes, I'll try to take most of them right now.
Okay. Okay, first question is actually for me. Can I know how is blockchain and NFTs connected to Drive and for what? So we use blockchain for multiple things, Bhavesh. One of them is for the actual negotiation that happens. Apart from that, we manage the payments and the subscription payments and the dispersals and the referral payments, all of that. The NFTs, the FNFTs, NFTs we use for our franchisee model. So our franchisee model is based on NFTs. Apart from that, we use blockchain for what else? I think, price allocation, the right allocation, price determination. That's it. So you can read a white paper. There are more things there. Next question is, you will list tokens in new exchanges. We will, hopefully. We've got some plans. Okay, so I think people are talking about the ban on Ola and Uber and Rapido Auto and how.
I think the ban has been held for a while, and things are back to normal for some more time. And the Supreme Court of India has given time for both the platforms, all the three platforms, to rectify whatever is going on. And the only way to capitalize at this situation right now is we just have to reach out to more and more auto drivers who are very pro towards this idea of paying subscription instead of commissions. And yes, we are reaching out to as many auto drivers as possible, and we try to acquire them as of now, and maybe very soon we go live with them. And I just want to say one thing. I'm not like all of the team. We are not pushing it too fast because we already have bike in our place. We already have car in our place, and that team strength is 70, and maybe we get overwhelmed by ourselves looking at the lot of traction, and I want to take one step at a time, and maybe you learn everything 100% here and you venture out. I believe in that. So
having a strong foothold in the things that we already do and then venturing out makes more sense according to us.
Correct.
So I think that's all the questions. One question by Bhavesh, I'm not sure what it means. It says, what was the capital invested on this investment? I think if it's about the fundraise amount, we raised 2.7 million. What is the running cost of Drife per month? Salaried employees plus running costs.
Is it we have to?
I guess it's way too confidential to disclose what's the salary we are paying and
or
what's
maybe
the running cost.
Next time when we have a closed meeting, this will go into YouTube. So
exactly, we can't do it here. We did a closed investor connect, and if we do it again, we can disclose it then, but not on a public forum. This video is gonna stay, so we can't do it here.
Yeah. Apart from low and transparency price, what is the next stage plan of action in Drive Taxi? I think Teja.
Apart from
low and transparency price, what is the next stage plan of action? I guess there's so much improvement that we are working, the whole matching algorithm getting improved. That's something we are doing, and I guess this is what we stand for, transparent price and low price, more stagnant price. And I guess what's next is obviously new cities is what's next.
Yeah. And I want Firdosh and Mudit to take a couple of minutes for to thank the community members, because now that I saw Teja's name and I remembered he is always one person who talks positive about Drive, and I think if you guys take 2 minutes and talk some good words, maybe it means a lot for all of us.
Yeah, I guess there are few community member who keeps talking to me or Mudit. There are few people that we keep talking to, and they've always came up with good suggestions that we keep internally discussing. Obviously, everything cannot be implemented the very next day, so we do keep a track of everything. I also heard there's a shared document between community member where they're giving their own suggestions of what can be done, how DRF can be integrated. So there are a lot of good suggestions that we keep hearing, and we try to see how and when that can be implemented. And I guess that's where we also feel very blessed to have a community that we at Drive have. It's not just talking only cryptocurrency. They actually talk about operation, how we can improve on operation, and what we can do about running Drive as a platform. And a lot of time we pick things from you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. We are in close touch with few of you. But yeah, whenever we see a message, personal message, and we try to get back to you guys as much as we can.
Yeah, and I just want to add on to that, saying that we could actually, seeing the traction that we have, we could potentially close our fundraising rounds quicker. But the reason why we've sort of we are taking time, and I think Firdosh mentioned that, is to make sure that we keep the community's voice intact, and we ensure
as
that
a priority.
Yeah, and we ensure that if unless we get some investors who are well aligned with our vision and the vision of the community that is backing us, their entire vision gets compromised, right? So that is another reason why we are trying to take it slow, to make sure that this still remains a more community driven project, and the token holders have a say in how the protocol evolves and how the platform evolves. So if you see that things are going slow on some ends, a lot of it is well thought through, to make sure that your voice and our opinions, all of us, three of us and all of you, our opinions and our voices keep getting heard. So I think I just want to add that. And yeah, I love people reaching out and coming to us with suggestions. Okay. Yeah. So apart from this, I think Teja says that why should customer take Drive instead of Uber or Ola? What is your second set of parameters to impress the riders? And he gives us a clue saying safety and insurance. We're working on that. We've got some ideas out there, but again, they're in the pipeline. And apart from safety and insurance, we're working on guarantees of sorts that you can get guaranteed rides. And apart from that, we're also working on crypto integration. So that also makes us different from Ola, Uber. So there are tons of things. Safety and insurance is just just scratching the surface, I would say. So
I guess
yeah.
when we are like, obviously, this has been, I've told this before also, the whole DRF integration and the whole compliance side of it. And, that's what we want to call this whole feature when DRF come into place is, ride and earn as a concept. When you take a drive, you start earning DRF token, and the whole Web3 gateway that Drive will open, not just for people to know about cryptocurrency, use it, and have this whole ecosystem access, which is not available yet for day-to-day livelihood application that you use, and that's what's going to happen with Drive.
Yeah. Firdosh, when can we expect the newsletter Q3? That is a question from Dari.
I guess the team has already started working on it. Again, I saw that message coming on 1st of October as soon as the Q3 was over. But that's the same time, guys, the annual audit also take place. And I guess most of the team is busy with the annual audit that's happening. But the team is already on it. So I guess it will be done soon. And again, I will say it will happen after Diwali. The last week of October is something that you can expect the newsletter to go live.
Okay. There is a question which is, have you heard a project called Hive Mapper? Yes, we have. Could be a chance to team up and offer their dash cams to track more drivers, that it would be another revenue stream for them. Dennis, Hive Mapper, you've heard of it. For two of you who might not know it, it's a dash cam that you put on your dashboard, on the car dashboard. It's like some sort of a GoPro that can keep looking at the roads, and you get rewarded for doing that. The problem with doing that here is Indian drivers are not very crypto. In fact, even the passengers are not very crypto literate, and drivers are definitely not. So they wouldn't care less for earning crypto by putting that dash cam, and they wouldn't pay for it. So as of now, it wouldn't work. So we are trying to work with more native ideas and more ideas that could work better with an Indian market. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
I've seen it.
okay.
Do we have an update on India as a nation on crypto?
I guess we do. Obviously, there are certain regulation that came in place, which is about tax deduction at source or GSTs for crypto exchanges. When anybody withdraws from your wallet, there's certain taxes in place. Obviously, crypto taxes are more of a capital gain. So there are certain things in place. I guess next year, in 2023, when the budget comes in, that's where we'll have more firm regulations in place, but there are certain things already in place.
Okay, one question from Sheikh Sadat. What are the plans for aggressive adaptation in cities adoption in Bangalore? And I have never found the ride since the launch. I just want to know which part of Bangalore you stay in, because on a genuine note, because I just maybe the cab penetration or footfall is bit lesser there, and we try to work in those areas, because as of now, if I see a Bangalore map, I think we are pretty full. We cover the whole Bangalore map, but I'm not sure.
And also, if you can share us, if possible, if you can share us some details about your user, then we can check out
look
what
into
try to figure out what went wrong.
Okay.
He says RT Nagar. So look into that. You can probably drop your email or your phone number on a community testing group we have, and we can probably look at finding out what went wrong for your case. Uh, Zach comes saying how much did he miss? Not a lot, but you can always rewind and check
Yeah,
us out.
this will be there.
All right. Can you share your past experiences in blockchain? Um, that's a very generic question. I'm not sure who that is directed to and what that.
We have
If
been doing Drive for quite few years, and that in itself is a huge experience of doing Drive in the blockchain space. For three of us specifically, but I guess Mudit himself comes from a blockchain, background. Has done a lot of blockchain projects before, and is a very well recognized blockchain developer in Indian ecosystem. You might see him, talking in a lot of technical events that happen, and so yeah, among us, he's that person who comes with heavy blockchain experience.
awesome. Surya, do you want to take a question from Surya that says, what is
So
the
Teja.
target in terms of number of drivers and riders by end of financial year 2023?
2023, which means March 2023.
So that's too optimistic for me to even say. By 2023, I really want to acquire almost 95% of drivers in Bangalore city. There is no looking back, obviously, and I want to intensify the customer acquisition as much as possible because, like 125K for a 1 CR, 1.5 CR population is decent, I must say, but I think we have to intensify the whole game. And yeah, if Firdosh gets more funds, it will be more easy for both me and Mudit team to execute it in a faster way. Other than that, yes, two cities, like one tier one and one tier two, full fledged. I want to take it forward. And yes, as I said, the details will be given very soon. Yeah.
Okay, another suggestion from Teja. He says
Okay.
you should have a rescue team for breakdown cars on road. Teja, you can drop your suggestions to Surya
Okay.
personally, I think.
Okay. Teja, I mean, I see this question, but yes, maybe I don't think I'm in any position to answer right now because this
We do
takes
have
time.
an emergency support team
We
which
have
takes
we have
care
an
of
emergency
SOS,
support team.
but
Yeah.
not a rescue team for breakdown of cars on road or anything like that. We don't have that yet, but we can look into this suggestion for sure.
Yes. On top of that, our presence is almost there in three different parts. We are in airport, we are in the central Bangalore, we are in the south Bangalore. So maybe with one of us always try to sort the situation as of now, but we will definitely consider this, Teja. Thank you.
Daniel says, out of curiosity, I heard EV cab company Blue is now in Bangalore.
Blue Smart.
Yeah, have you seen them? How are they?
I think the co-founder of Blue Smart is Firdosh's good friend too, isn't Firdosh? He's a co-founder? Or?
Yeah, he's a co-founder. Yeah, I know them. I know them for a long time now. And
Yeah.
yeah, we keep sharing articles with each other when we get a mention in the same article. And nowadays, a lot of article that comes specifically in Bangalore newspapers is about talking about us in the same article. So yeah, we keep sharing that, and I guess they're good, in terms of what they're trying to achieve, which is specifically about
I got a
what's
driver.
this?
Sorry, Firdaus. I got a driver from Martin Nagar, by the way. Bhavesh, I think you have to.
Not Bhavesh, Sheikh.
sorry, Sheikh. I'm
Not
sorry.
Sheikh. Yeah.
Martin Nagar to Bangalore office. I tried to book and I found a driver.
And how much did you?
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, Firdosh.
So yeah, exactly. So they are good in their own approach of having this zero emission and being green and sustainable. That's their approach. They own all the vehicles. That's a very different model. All the vehicle belongs to them, and they've recently started in Bangalore. And yeah, we really like them in the kind of model they have. And we ourselves are working on to get, help drivers to get electric vehicle. There are certain conversations that we are already having in place, because we do want to have that segment. Green Drive is a segment that I am been asking Surya for a long time, that we want to have this segment in place where people can actually book a green drive. So yeah, I don't have much to say here.
And then EV is the future, so there is no denying it.
Exactly.
So
In Drive cabs, you can put advertisements where the customers see it, so that it will be another way. We've been
I think that's there, and that's how we acquired.
no, I think they're talking about Drive cabs. You put advertisements of other guys, so that
Other, yeah.
we've got such ideas from the community, brand the cars and get money. But as of now, we are not looking at that heavily. That takes a lot of effort, and we don't have that kind of bandwidth now. Where would the next franchisee take place? Are you looking to stay within India or move internationally? We are looking in India, and I think Surya just mentioned.
Yeah, like see, I'm trying to look into Indian market so much that I'm not able to focus on international.
Which
part,
I
but
think is the
Firdosh
right way to go as of now. I mean, we keep getting inbounds internationally, but I think the next place to expand to is somewhere in India, so that we get.
Yeah, I think
But
Firdosh
we
is
heard-
closely looking at some crypto-friendly countries
Yeah.
where we got some franchises.
Yes. We are looking into that. It's just we are holding on that unless and until one or two franchisee cities go live locally, because that will also define the whole franchisee, tech stack and how everything has to be done, the whole guidelines or the playbook. So there's a lot that needs to be in place before we go even to the next city. But specifically when we go outside India, it's a territory that we know nothing about. So we want to be very clear about our approach when we go to a city. I want to do it in a crypto friendly city, so we can do like payments in crypto. People are ready. It just we are taking our own time to go outside India actually.
Got it.
Okay, next question says, which we I think already answered.
If you have taken.
No, that we've done. You mentioned the last year the subscription fee will be collected from October. What it stays now, I think we
I
covered.
think it was just
We have answered it, huh?
Late that we postponed it because of the festive season. We'll do it from November.
and, Zach.
Zach says, how much more efficient do you think the next will be as far as regional
Adoption.
What have you done in Bangalore that will and won't need to be repeated again?
I guess the pilot took, we were in the pilot phase for a long time. That won't happen.
It's a huge learning curve. The learning curve
Exactly.
is yeah.
And
that's where I said like we are working on our own playbook that will be like a Bible to franchisees when they start operation, from all the learnings that we had in Bangalore, and that's why we did Bangalore ourselves also, so we can tell people what not to do.
Yes, correct. And yeah, thank you, Sheikh Sadat. Okay, what about fundraising?
What will they be aimed at? I think we've answered that. Is DRF staking going to be opening again soon? Yes, Bharat Raj, we are going to open DRF. We're going to open LP staking first, and hopefully DRF staking again. You said you don't have bandwidth. Are you hiring for ops team, marketing team? I think you need them. Any challenges in this? If you can get us some good leads, Surya, that will be super helpful. Yeah, or if you yourself are someone who knows this, I think we can talk. I'd love to see 2 Suryas in my office.
I guess that's what I don't want. We have so many people with same names now. Like
Yeah, to Anil's. Had.
So we don't want another Surya. Sorry, at least I don't know.
All right. So Daniel says,
one Surya is enough for us.
Is Daniel still on the advisory board?
Yes, he is.
And he's working with us on a lot of things. I think we are in discussions with some partners, entities, and I think he's helping greatly on that front.
Exactly.
Yeah, being out of Bangalore and to book a ride for other person isn't possible at the moment.
It is possible, but you can't share
the ride,
natively. You can copy the details and share the number. And but yeah, it is very much possible.
I keep testing application booking right from Dubai.
Yeah, so it's very much possible.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's more or less all the questions answered. I think Surya, you can
I
show
just
them the
want-
wall.
Okay.
The wall is
yes.
pending. I think we've taken a lot of
The
questions.
wall is
and-
pending, and we can show that
And
real nice
also,
decoration Drife
actually,
team did.
he's D, right? His name.
Yeah.
D asked me to share the photos of wall. I clicked the photos long back, and I kept it with myself to animate them, so that they don't have to. But I'm not finding time to animate. But yeah, Firdosh, please accept my request to join there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Ola is using Map My India.
Surya, you are live now. We have added you now. Map My India, Government of India is pushing for Map My India. Google Maps should be expensive. Are you thinking of changing in future? So the thing is, when anybody use a new app, they don't use it entirely for everything. They use different map API for different stuff that they are doing. We do look into certain things. I guess we did some other integration before. Again, we keep testing different APIs to see how they perform, and accordingly take those things up.
Okay. Firdosh, can I take over from here? Hello.
Yes,
Am I audible?
please.
Am I audible to you, Firdosh?
Yes, go ahead, Surya. Yes, Surya, you're audible.
All right. Okay. So this starts with my cabin, and we have Mudit sitting there, and I'm not sure how to show the rear camera. All right.
You should have that, no? Are you not able to switch camera?
No, I can't share the rear camera, so I'll just show you the office here, and we have a with like Diwali celebration. We kept some lights, and
Right.
we have a team here, and this is our customer support bench. Let's say hi. Hi. Okay, so yeah. All right. So here today we have the puja, Diwali puja.
Firdosh, you've pinned me instead of Surya.
No, I did Surya now.
Surya,
Okay.
show them the Rangoli.
Yes. So this is one rangoli they have created, and this is the front wall. I don't know, boys have done anything, and
But yeah, this is a
this is
beautiful Rangoli we have.
yeah. I'm not sure. Is it audible now, Firdosh?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can see it, yeah.
All right.
So I
Then
guess this is the
we
floor
have
where Surya and his team sits. We have another floor which is basically the tech floor. We have two
so
floors.
I think Surya's Wi-Fi got disconnected because he changed the
Moving
floor.
from one floor to another floor.
He'll have to probably switch on his data.
Yeah. Provided he understands this is something that has happened.
okay. I'm sorry. First floor is for operations and marketing, and second floor is totally for tech and partly for creative guys. So as you see, the tech chaps are already in work.
So my team, a
And
lot of my team has gone back home for Diwali, as we said. So half my office is empty. But yeah,
no, everyone's favorite wall is the crypto wall, but for some reason I'm very close to this wall. Like I like
This one.
this wall is yeah, this is pretty vast and it's nice. So yeah, coming to the crypto wall, I'll share the photos obviously which we have taken it long back, and yeah, so we kept DRF coin as the center of attraction. Um, yeah, so this is one thing. So I hope you can see. Firdosh, you want to say something right now?
Yeah,
For the sellers today.
I always
And-
told this, people who are selling are the people who lose. So,
Okay. All right. And this is the, the bull and pump. And see, we kept this asking, if you look at from the long perspective also, you can see the DRF token as the center of attraction. And what all names which we find, to the moon and the rocket, crypto.
all the crypto
Yeah.
jargons and, we have
yeah.
it there.
Yeah, and this is my beautiful handwriting, which I try to,
That's how we spoiled the wall.
Yeah, and Firdosh did not give me permission, but I wanted to write most of the things in wall, and she saw this and she rejected the whole. And I spoke to the creative guy, and without Firdosh's knowledge, I got this happened. Yeah, and this is pretty much it, I think. Yeah, the wall. I'll share the photos of the wall too, and we took some exciting meme materials which to be shown on the wall, and we used some of our employees who are like how to hodl and um, how to say no to the bear market, and there's pretty interesting ones which I think Firdosh or Mudit will.
Yeah, Surya,
Keeps
we
happening
lost
Surya
you.
when he switches the floor.
Exactly, switches the floor, yeah. So yeah, cool guys. I guess that's it for today. We'll keep giving you guys update of what's happening, what we are up to. That's pretty much from our side for now. There are a lot of exciting news that we have, for the next few weeks and months to come. There's a lot that's happening, not just on the Drive side, but on the DRF front. That things that we are working on. A lot of things that you guys have asked for, we started working on that, and I guess soon a lot of things gonna become reality with DRF, and a lot of concepts that are just concept will become reality, specifically for us at Drive. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And again, being this beautiful community that has kept supporting us throughout the journey of all the ups and downs that we have seen. I guess like now we feel like not just us, looking at the ups and downs alone, but you have also been a part of those journey with us. So thank you so much, and we wish you all a happy Diwali from Drive team.
Thank you. Happy Diwali,
Yeah.
guys.
Happy Diwali.
Thank you. Happy Diwali. Bye.